Hi, it's Sandy Parker and welcome to Crafting for Almost Everyone. Today we're going to finish the decorating on our little album we're making for Finn for Halloween, and I hope you'll stay tuned. I went to Joann's Fabrics and bought these stickers that are from K and Company. I thought they were cute, and then the rest of the things I'm showing you I had in my stash. These came from Dollar Tree a couple years ago. They're fun googly eyes. I don't even know if they Google. I just know they're eyes. And then I had this boo that it must have been like a wine glass. I don't know. I got it at a garage sale. I do remember that. And then I bought these at the Dollar Tree a year or so ago. Maybe 3 years. You know me. I've probably had it in my stash for a long time and just don't know. Same with these. These are from Making Memories, and they're called Spook Alley. They're 20 looking glass stickers. And then these are from Making Memories. They're 24 brads. I should have used those before I glued things down, but as you know, I don't always do things the way I should. But I did want to use a couple of these little orange, maybe even 3 of these little orange ones. I cut this strip that I'm going to glue right across here. And the reason I'm doing that is at the end of the last video, you probably saw where I really struggled, or maybe you didn't, with the Velcro I used. It actually tore the paper inside. I couldn't find my magnets, and then thankfully today I found my magnets. So I glued another piece of paper in here and put magnets under it. And I glued another piece of paper here and put magnets under it. But my piece of paper wasn't long enough to go the whole length of this folio, forgot the name of it, and it ends right here. And so I thought, why don't I just put a little piece of paper there and make it look like I did it on purpose. We're going with that on purpose thing. So I thought what I would do is poke some holes in this and put some brads there. And the way I'm going to do it, I'm going to measure. I got to get my paper out of the way. I want to measure this so that I have the same distance from either end. So I did cut this to the width. I think it's 5.5 inches. I'll tell you in a second. It's 5 3/4. So I made that up. So what I want to do is I'm going to go the same distance from either end. I'm going to put a little mark there with a pencil. So I think I'm going to go 3/4 of an inch from either end. See a little mark there and a little mark there. And I'm just going to use my pokey tool. And yeah, I know I should be using a crocodile or something that would make it easier to poke through. But I'm just going to wing it. And the way I'm going to do it is I have a pack of napkins. I've got my pokey tool. And I'm just going to poke through there. I know you're thinking to yourself, gee, Sandy, you are a genius for coming up with that. I know, I'm a MacGyver. Just saying. Make this one a little bit bigger, I think. Hopefully to make sure my brad legs go through there. So we're going to do 2 orange ones. I'm probably going to have to put some tear tape on the back of this strip because those prongs will make it stick up a little bit more in those spots where I push them through. Alright, there's those. I could do him and then put some of those googly eyes on him. Or I could do this eek and put googly eyes on him. Let's give this a whirl, shall we? I'm going to put my sticker on my ruler because the sticker will not stick forever to the ruler. You with me on that? So I'm using my Tombow Mono Aqua. I think that should hold it. I do like these purple googly eyes with this. I think it's pretty frisky. Okay, so I've got some tear tape on the back of my piece of green paper. It's covering some of it's covering parts of the brads. And I'm going to add some wet glue The reason you add the wet glue is so in case you accidentally glue this down and it's at an angle or it's just wonky, you'll be able to pick it back up if you put some wet glue on your tear tape, because then it has the ability to move it around a little bit. Just my 2 cents on that. So now I'm just going to butt this up against my problem area. Alright, let me see if I can push it down. Then, making sure it's really glued in place, I have my little sticker here. I'm going to put him in the center. Just want to make sure. You know, when you get stickers, you just never know how long they're going to actually stay glued on to something. So in this case, I just added some more wet glue to the back. And I'm just going to hold it in place for a second. This glue sets up very quickly, or it should. Love those googly eyes on there. Although they moved, oh, that's annoying. I'm going to have to play with those a little bit. I want to make sure they stay where I want them. And that's where I want them, right there. Okay. Then I want to put something so that you know that this part flips up. So maybe I'll put the blue up there. I'm going to put it right in that green section. It'll also help me to make sure it's straight. You know, by putting it in that little square. You know what I'm saying. You're with me on that, aren't you? Oh, let go. Let go. Let go. That did not want to let go. I'm going to move it to the left a little bit. And a little bit more, because I want that other O to be over into the box more than it was. Alright, so that's the outside. Probably should have done it last, but you know me. I don't do anything the way you're supposed to. Then, I'm going to open it up. I've already added a bunch of, they should be 4 by 6 or 4 1/4 by 6 1/4 inch mats for photos. These are 4 by 5 1/2 because I couldn't make them 4 by 6 or 4 1/4 by 6 1/4 just because they're the album is not that big. So what I thought I would do then is add some of these stickers below the actual mat for the photos. If you're with me now, I'm going to try and make sure that I have my decorations above the mats. You can always move it down a little bit or cut them down a little, but I wanted just to make sure that they're where they are out of the way for the photo. Are we together on this? I hope we are. I'm also probably going to attach some little pieces of die cut. I'll show you what I think I'm going to do. I think I'm going to die cut things like this shape or this shape and lay them in there so that she can attach these onto the photos that will say something like Finn's first Halloween, or, you know, Finn's first costume, whatever she decides to do with it. But I thought that made sense. I want candy on that one. So now we're on to these ones. I think I'm going to go with the ghost. I just want this to be decorated enough so that all she has to do is glue in photos and add, if she wants to add some kind of note about what it is, or what if it needs some explanation. if you're with me. I think you are. Oh, let's put Dracula there, because he matches the green paper. I'll just put him up there on an angle. Well, it kind of makes it look like his hair, even though it's not his hair. Then I'm going to open. I don't think I'm going to do anything with the spider. Did I get everything on that section? I'm not going to put anything on the little, oh, I know what I can do here. I'm not going to put anything on the little 5x5 cards. Oh boy, I think I glued it in there. No, I didn't. I put a photo mat on each of these, but I think it's too small for me to add some kind of, you know, decoration on those because they are so small. I think I'm going to add another of the googly-eyed skeleton heads. I put him, wait, better not do that, Sandy. That's where your magnets are. You know me and magnets, I'm not that skilled with them, so whenever I'm going to screw something up, this goes like that. Let's just see how we're doing with our, there we go. I don't think I better put anything else in there because if I do, I'm afraid it won't close. So I think that's where we're going to leave it. So let's go through it real quick. There's the front with the boo, the little brads, and him. I like this, the googly eyes on him. Then inside, this one has I want candy on him. I really do love this big trick or treat, but I haven't figured out how I can make that work. And then inside here I have the pumpkin and another skeleton. Then on this side I've got Dracula, and then I didn't put anything on this one because I thought she would want to write on that one. Then she has the ghost there, then the bat here, and then again I want candy on this one. Did I show you the inside of this? No, I didn't. I'll lift it up more. The pumpkin and the little cat, and then we'll just close her up. So I hope you enjoyed this. I really did. I'm going to be making a Christmas one, a birthday one, and one for Easter, and then I'm going to make a box, and I'm going to put on the ends of each one of these, this one will say Halloween, and I'm going to make that out of, I haven't decided if I'm going to use just like a label maker and do the Halloween and then Christmas, Easter, birthday, or if I'm going to do something else. But I want to make sure that the ends of these are so that they can slide it into the box that I'm going to make for them. And I'm going to make sure that I measure this so that I have a little bit extra room for each one to slide in. And so when it's done, the 4 of them will slide into this box, and it'll be something where they can just pull them out. I should put like a little tab on there so you could pull it out with, but I guess we'll think about that. I'll be making that box in an upcoming video, so you'll see that. So I hope you enjoyed this and that you give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Please tell your friends about me on social media because you know I love that. And thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.